Arrowhead plants are considered low-maintenance and beginner-friendly houseplants. They can adapt to a variety of light conditions and require only moderate watering. Pay attention to their lighting, water, and fertilization needs, and you'll be rewarded with a healthy, thriving plant. However, if you are a beginner, I'll share some essential care tips to keep your plant happy and healthy. Keep arrowhead plants in bright, indirect light and water when the top inch of soil is dry. Use half-strength liquid fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season, and prune long or yellowing leaves. Maintain a temperature of 60 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 29 degrees Celsius, and provide extra humidity if needed. Now, let me share some tips to take the best care of your arrowhead plant. By following these tips, you can ensure your indoor beauty's best growth and good health. One of the things that make arrowhead plants, Syngonium podophyllum, such popular indoor plants is their versatility when it comes to lighting. They can handle a range of light conditions, from low to bright indirect light. However, they're not fans of direct sunlight, which can scorch their beautiful leaves. The ideal lighting condition for your arrowhead plant is bright, indirect light, as it promotes vibrant foliage colors and robust growth. In such an environment, your plant will flourish and showcase its true potential. When exposed to the right amount of light, the leaves will maintain their beautiful hues, and the plant will grow at a steady pace. If you observe your arrowhead plant's leaves losing their color or looking dull, it may be an indication that the plant is not receiving enough light. Consider relocating the plant to a brighter spot in your home, ensuring it's still protected from direct sunlight, which could scorch the leaves. By providing the perfect balance of light, your arrowhead plant will thrive and become a stunning addition to your indoor space. When it comes to watering your arrowhead plant, moderation is key. These plants prefer evenly moist soil but are not fans of water sitting. To strike the right balance, wait until the top inch or so of the soil feels dry before giving your plant a good drink. Selecting a well-draining pot and using a soil mix designed for good drainage are crucial for preventing waterlogging. A well-draining pot typically has drainage holes at the bottom, allowing excess water to escape and preventing the plant's roots from sitting in soggy soil. Pairing this with a well-draining soil mix, such as one containing perlite, vermiculite, or coarse sand, ensures that moisture is retained while excess water can easily drain away. Also, to avoid overwatering, wait until the top inch of soil feels dry before watering, and always check that the pot and soil mix promote adequate drainage. By maintaining proper watering practices and using the right pot and soil, you can ensure the health and well-being of your arrowhead plant. Overwatering can lead to yellowing leaves and a musty or unpleasant smell coming from the soil, both of which are signs that your plant may be suffering. Overly wet conditions can promote root rot and fungal growth, ultimately damaging or even killing your arrowhead plant. Arrowhead plants are pretty chill when it comes to food. However, they do like a little pick-me-up now and then. During spring and summer, you should give your plant some half-strength, water-soluble fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks to keep it growing strong. Your plant will slow down in fall and winter, so you can ease up on the feeding. Remember, too much fertilizer can be bad, so follow the label's instructions and don't go overboard. By giving your arrowhead plant the right nutrients when it needs them and taking it easy when it doesn't, you'll help it stay healthy with bright and happy leaves all year round. As your arrowhead plant grows, you might notice that it starts to get a bit leggy or unruly. No worries. Regular pruning will help keep it looking its best and encourage bushier growth. Simply snip off any long or unruly stems and yellowing leaves with clean, sharp scissors. If you want to propagate your plant, you can use the cuttings from your pruning sessions. Simply place them in water or moist soil, and they'll likely start rooting in no time. Arrowhead plants thrive in typical indoor temperatures, around 60 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 29 degrees Celsius. Remember, they can be sensitive to cold drafts. So try to keep them away from drafty windows or air conditioning vents. As for humidity, your arrowhead plant will appreciate a bit of extra moisture in the air. If you notice the tips of the leaves turning brown, it could be a sign that the air is too dry. To increase humidity, you can use a humidifier. You can group your plant with other humidity-loving plants or set it on a tray filled with water and pebbles. And there you have it, folks. With attention and care, your arrowhead plant will reward you with beautiful, lush foliage. Don't be afraid to experiment and find the perfect balance of light, water, and TLC, tender loving care, to keep your green buddy thriving. Happy planting! As your arrowhead plant grows, it may eventually outgrow its current pot. Generally, repotting every 1 to 2 years should be enough to give your plant the space to stretch its roots. When you notice roots coming out of the drainage holes or if the plant starts to look cramped, it's time to upgrade to a slightly larger pot. When repotting your indoor plant, handle it carefully to avoid damaging the delicate roots. Gently loosen the roots from the old potting mix and remove any dead or damaged roots. Place the plant in its new pot, ensuring it is at the same depth as in its previous container. Add fresh potting mix around the plant, pressing down gently to secure it in place. After repotting, give your plant a good drink of water to help it settle into its new home. Avoid placing your newly repotted plant in direct sunlight for a few days, as it may be more susceptible to damage or stress during this time. With the proper care and attention, your indoor plants will thrive in their new homes and bring beauty and freshness to your living space. Arrowhead plants can sometimes be susceptible to common houseplant pests like spider mites, mealybugs, and aphids. Regularly inspect your plant for signs of infestation, such as sticky residue, small bugs, or cotton-like masses on the leaves or stems. If you spot any pests, don't panic. You can usually manage the situation by wiping the affected areas with a damp cloth or using insecticidal soap or neem oil. Follow the product instructions and repeat treatments as needed to keep your plant pest-free. Although arrowhead plants are lovely additions to your indoor jungle, it's essential to remember that they can be toxic if ingested by pets or children. The plant contains calcium oxalate crystals, which can cause irritation and swelling if ingested. Place your arrowhead plant out of reach for curious little hands and paws to keep everyone safe. If you suspect your child or pet has ingested any part of the plant, contact your healthcare provider or veterinarian immediately. Arrowhead plant care might seem daunting at first, but with patience and attention, you'll quickly find your rhythm. Remember that each plant is unique, and it's all about finding the right balance of care to help your green companion thrive. Enjoy the journey, and don't forget to share your arrowhead plant's progress with fellow plant enthusiasts. Happy growing!